We've enjoyed the time to get ready for Northwestern because they are such a hard preparation. This league is full of teams that are unique, that you never feel as a coach like you have enough time for once the game comes. But at Northwestern, with Northwestern, there's no way around that. I mean, they're just they're very, very, very good at what they do. And like I've said to the players, I mean, you've got to, your communication has got to be at a high level. Your physicality's got to be at a high level. You've got to play extremely intelligent and know what they want. And at the same time, you've got to come down and play with great confidence. And confidence comes from sharing the ball, from helping each other out offensively and defensively, from doing the things that are really, really important to winning, which is making sure we're taking care of the ball, making sure we're getting great shots, making sure we're screening at a high level. But again, you cannot come down and try to play this game individually against Northwestern because they are so good at knowing what they want to do. And they have a high-level team. We have great respect for their toughness. And they are a group of guys that not only do they have a great system, but they have an excellent group of players. And I think when you've got people that have scored the way John Scherna have and Drew Crawford have inside of this league over a period of time, the way they're shooting it right now in the last 5-6 games, those two average 28, 29 shots between the two of them. So they're a big, big part of their offense. But they truly never put a guy out on the floor that can't make a three-point shot and that you don't have to guard to the three-point line. And that really creates challenges, and it creates unrest as a coach, but hopefully it creates a lot of excitement for the team.
There is a player who's from Fort Wayne Run, Reggie Kern. Your thoughts on he's really picked up, especially the last couple of years?
He's extremely good. He's been a road giant for them. I mean, he's really, really played well on the road, especially. He's shooting the ball at a 50% rate from three. He makes big shots. You've got to guard him. I mean, it's not like there's anybody they put out there that you don't have to be up on, and you've got to be just locked in. And he's like everybody else. I mean, he's playing with great confidence. And I think the fact that he's had so much success on the road makes him that much more dangerous as he comes in here tomorrow night.
Defensive awareness because of the backdoor cuts, especially. Is that one of the...
It's because of everything, Pete. I mean, it's everything. The moment you start to think you're going to play to take one thing away, they just beat you with something else. They do the best job around of reading how you're playing the man they're bringing the ball to. So when they start their drive, they're not reading where their teammate is. They're reading how he's being played, I think, and because that's what they seem to take advantage of. So there's certain constants, there's certain non-negotiables that we've got to be certain of as we play. And at the same time, if you start to become so concerned about the back cut, you leave them open for three-point shots. They're getting 27 points, maybe a little bit over a game right now from the three-point line. They had 30 points from three the other night against Purdue. So they're a very dangerous team from all the way across the board. The other thing that's very underrated, there's two things that are very underrated with them. They run extremely well. They get out and play. Scherna does a great job of running the right side, and they do a great job of finding him. And they post very well. And I think they've added even more ways to post up, more ways to isolate than I remember in the past. So that just creates that much more of a challenge to your guys to make sure that they stay true to their principles.
You talked about needing the extra time, I guess. What does this allowed you to do specifically? What does this extra time allow you to do to just make sure these guys know exactly what it is that they're supposed to do?
Well, we've tried to have a great balance of getting ready for a game and at the same time, and a unique game, but at the same time making sure that we're getting better over the long haul. So a lot of execution on our offense, whether it was 5-on-0, whether it was live, a lot of shooting, no doubt about that. A lot of screening and cutting movements where we just continue to get actions down and at the same time play out of those situations. Integrate Verdell back into the team again after missing a little bit of time and having some lineup changes. And getting a lot of different guys playing together, a lot of fundamental defensive drills. But we haven't over-practiced or anything like that. It's been a great time outside of Verdell. He was the main injury, but there were other guys that were banged up. So we didn't want to have an inordinate amount of contact over the weekend. I don't think we did. And at the same time, I think the guys have gotten better. I think they're fresh and energetic. But tomorrow night, I mean, they've got to be completely locked in together because, again, if you get quiet, If you get your feelings hurt because you get scored on, if you get distracted and you can't refocus and get into the next play, they can make you look silly. And there's no way to practice that at the level that you will have to play at the game speed with. And that's we just want to make sure that we're as confident as we can possibly be and we can move on to the next thing. And so there's certain elements of that in practice that we've tried to work on as much as we can.